Kelly Davis, your host of the Untold Miracles podcast, and today I am so excited because I've wanted to interview this person since we started the podcast in 2017. I am so inspired by him every day, and I am beyond lucky to call him my friend. He's the world's first mute rapper who uses his platform to create miracles in this world, specifically for kids treated at Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Isaiah communicates through gestures, facial expressions, and typing on his phone, and thanks to technology, Isaiah will be communicating with his voice recorder today. Please welcome to the podcast, Isaiah Acosta.
Thank you, Kelly, for coming out to Arizona. We waited a long time to do this interview. I'm so happy I get to see you.
You're right. We've waited a really long time, and I'm so happy that today is finally the day that we get to do this podcast. And I'm really excited because we're at Phoenix Children's Hospital, where you have received amazing care for the last 19 years.
I was premature, born without breathing pathways, no oxygen for 15 minutes. I also have something called situs inversus, where all my organs are backwards. I have a feeding tube and a breathing tube. I have never tasted food or experienced going underwater. My surgeries, hospital stays, specialty care are here at the Phoenix Children's Hospital. I spend a lot of time here going to specialty visits. Pulmonary, cardiology, ENT, GI, ophthalmologist. Phoenix Children's Hospital is like a second home. I also was on the Children Advisory Board. I graduated out of it last year, 2018.
Isaiah, your story is a true miracle. You were born fighting for your life. You didn't have oxygen for 15 minutes, and doctors weren't sure if you'd survive. But today you're inspiring the world with your voice. And I want to know what has been the most difficult part for you living with these medical challenges.
The difficult part with living with these medical challenges, I'm chronically ill. I can be great one day to the next day very sick. Having a trach right into your lungs, you're open to catch anything. There's many dangerous risks with a trach. Like not breathing because of blockages, which has happened to me a few times. I need help all the time for my medical stuff. It's also difficult for me to know that I take my parents away from my sisters a lot, because I need more of their care and time. Being mute, my communication is a little slower depending on technology.
So, Isaiah, you've not let any of these medical conditions hold you back. You could have surgery to get a job, but you made the choice not to because you love yourself the way God made you. Can you share why that's something that you weren't interested in?
Having a job built for me was not going to improve quality of life. It's more of a cosmetic to look normal. I didn't want to put myself through more surgeries, more risk, more hospital stays just to still not eat, talk, or breathe on my own. It's just for a normal look. If they told me my trach would come out, that would change my answer. I'm actually getting another opinion with a new plastic surgeon doctor here at Phoenix Children's Hospital. We are at the beginning stages of research. My main concern is my trach. That's my quality of life.
I know, Isaiah, because you look different, you've faced a lot of bullying in your life. And I want to know how that's impacted you personally and what advice you have for kids, especially kids at our children's hospitals. A lot of them have physical deformities. What advice do you have for them?
I must be honest, I have been bullied most of my life. I still get bullied now online. Some stuff just shocks me. At first, some of the stuff angered me or upset me. I'm human with feelings. It did make me stronger. To be honest, I don't let it bother me. The reason is they don't know me or anything about me as a person. All they see is a person that looks different. I'm sure it makes them feel better about themselves to make fun of somebody else. People like that don't understand what we go through. They can't accept that we still can live a happy life. I'm full of life. I won't let no one take that from me, and neither should you. If you're getting bullied, you don't have to do this alone. Talk to your parents or an adult. Don't bottle it up. Don't let anybody steal your happiness or smile. That person is not worth it. You are not alone.
What message would you want to share with their parents or people who may stare because you look different?
I have friends with physical deformities like myself. I have many close friends here at the hospital with rare life-threatening illnesses. They live their life hooked up to IV bags, lines hanging out of their body. We all say the same thing. We want to be just like everybody else, treated the same with respect. We don't understand kids are curious and unsure. But most of the time it's adults pointing or whispering like we can't hear. It's a little dehumanizing and uncomfortable. If somebody is curious to learn, we would rather them come up to us and ask us about our condition. It's better than making us feel uncomfortable.
Isaiah, not only do you give back to CMN hospitals and Phoenix Children's Hospital, but you give back to the community as well. And I know feeding the homeless is important to you. Tell me what inspires you to give back and how this has changed your life.
I love helping anywhere I can, especially now with the bigger platform. It's something I have always done as young as I can remember. It's the best feeling inside that no money can buy. To help make a difference in somebody else's life. My parents planted that in us. No matter what we go through in life, we are capable to give. Even if it's just time. I am very blessed that I am able to share what I have been through in life to help others. I'm blessed to be alive, so there should be no reason why I can't help in any way I can.
When we first met in 2016, when you were selected as a champion from Arizona to represent the 10 million kids treated each year, and I remember developing a very special bond with you from the very beginning because you were such a huge inspiration to me. I have body dysmorphic disorder, and I was just always so in awe of your story and how much courage that you have. You have been on a crazy journey the last 3 years, and I remember the night that it all started in 2016, and I was on the phone with my best friend, and I was sharing your story with her, and she said, I bet Isaiah has so much inside of him that he wants to say. So I text you shortly after that conversation. In that moment, we both had goosebumps, and I send you a text, and I'm like, Isaiah, I bet you've got a lot inside that you want to say. And the next thing I know, I have a message from you, and it was lyrics for a song. It says, I don't care what people think of me as long as I walk with my head held high. I'm proud of who I am. I love myself. My jaw is gone, but not my heart. I refuse to use the words can't or won't. I help people understand each other's differences. My dream is to be a speaker. They said I would die, but I'm still here. I'm louder than anyone with a voice. Haters can't stop me from my love. And then it goes on. That's when the idea was born. And thanks to many people at CMN hospitals, including Tuffer Horman, who helped find Trap House, the rapper who became your voice. And I want to mention the late rapper. Sadly, he passed away on January 18th from pancreatic cancer after battling really hard for 2 months. He was not only your voice, but he was your best friend. And you and Trap were able to inspire the world with your music and your music videos. And the first song you collaborated on was Oxygen to Fly. Can you tell me what it was like to meet Trap and what it was like to write your first song and perform it live?
It was a dream come true. Easiest way to explain it. I love music. I always wrote music lyrics down. I never thought nothing of it. The day you asked me to write something up, I never ever imagined it would be this big. How can someone mute just come into the music world? Was my thoughts. Meeting Trap House was an angel sent to me. We had so much in common. Music, shoes, fashion, jokes. We had a lot of fun working together. Sometimes I forgot we were even working. His voice had the power. I wanted to deliver my messages through music. He became a big brother to me, hung out with me, visited me in the hospital when I was sick. He texted me a few times a day. We got close fast. Performing Oxygen to Fly for the first time in California will always be a highlight of my life.
That was amazing. And I want to share some of the lyrics of Oxygen to Fly. And it's very similar to what you had on that paper that first day. I don't care what people think of me, proud and honored that they carry me. Jaw gone, but I love myself like a lion to my family. Heart big through a tragedy. I don't care what the people say. I don't ever say can't or won't. Had a dream to rap the other day. Just accept me for my differences. Everybody gonna hear my voice. Be a speaker to the people. Be a hero. Lead a nation. Hope I heal him. Met a bully, but beat him. Cause my freedom through the words on the paper overreach him. Could've died, but I'm still here. Could've cried, but I'm still here. Bullies try, but I'm still here. Mother tries, so I'm still here. And I know you had many experiences performing with trap. You spoke at South by Southwest. You performed at the event that you mentioned in LA. You performed all over Arizona. What has been some of your most memorable experiences with trap through this journey?
I was so blessed to perform as many times as I did with Trap House in such a short time. Every moment was memorable. Performing in the Avalon just to know I stepped foot on that stage is wild. South by Southwest was an amazing experience. We went viral stepping off the plane. That experience was just a rush feeling, something that I never imagined. Performing at Disney World for my mental was more than a dream come true. I am just so honored that I got to do all this with Trap House. It was truly meant to be. I have so many great memories I made with my friend.
I can't even imagine how hard it must be to lose your best friend and also the person that gave you that physical voice.
The connection me and Trap House had together. He understood what I was going through. He never treated me any different. We just connected very well fast.
What do you want the world to know about Trap?
He did everything with compassion and love. He is an amazing man who I miss so much.
What's the biggest lesson that you learned from Trap?
To not give up, keep fighting for what I want. Don't let anybody silence me out or tell me what I can't do. I may not have a physical voice, but I do have my words, and everyone is listening. Also, what a true friendship is.
What advice do you have for others who've lost a loved one and they're really struggling with the will to live and to want to go on?
I don't have a lot of advice on this, because I'm still struggling. I will say we all have a purpose. We have to live and learn to move on even with pain. Trap wanted me to continue on my path. He made sure to tell me. So I replay those words in my head a lot to remind myself. We all have a purpose.
It just feels like he's not gone. You've met a lot of famous people along the way. We got to meet Khalid at the Billboard Awards last year. Is there a person in particular that's been incredibly loving and kind to you?
Meeting Khalid at the Billboards was pretty cool to hang out backstage with him. Post Malone was an amazing, genuine person. I truly love meeting Marie Osmond. She gave me so much true, genuine love.
She does love you, that's true. And I have to mention, Snoop Dogg. Literally, Snoop Dogg gave you a lot of love on his social channels and spent some time with you. He's a good guy, and so I'm going to shout out for him, if that's okay. Isaiah, you've pretty much been famous since you released Oxygen to Fly, and you can watch and listen to Oxygen to Fly at oxygen2fly.org. And you're constantly recognized by so many people. We actually, when we were in Times Square together a couple years ago, we were in the middle of Times Square with thousands of people. And individuals are coming up to you because they recognize you and they've been inspired by you and they wanted their photo. What is the message that you want people to take away?
What I truly want people to learn from my message, that anybody can live a dream no matter what you're going through, what you're struggling with in life. And the people that try to get us down, we can't let them stop us. Let it make us work harder with a smile.
Okay, Isaiah, before we end, I have some quick fire questions for you. Favorite rapper of all time?
My favorite rapper is Drake. I connect with his music so much.
If you could collaborate with anyone on your next song, who would it be?
If I could collaborate with anyone, it will definitely be Drake, or Post Malone, or Travis Scott.
Favorite celebrity you've met?
My favorite celebrity I've met is Marie Osmond. Call it and switch are genuine people.
Oh, wow. I'm excited. We'll call her after we're done with this, and we'll talk to her. I love that. City you would want to travel to?
I would like to travel to Hawaii or Tokyo.
What stage would you want to perform on?
The stage I want to perform on is Coachella or Rolling Loud.
The last question that I want to ask, if there were 3 miracles you could create in this world, what would that be for you?
I feel like I already created one. Second, to build more voices for the voiceless. Third, to spread more love in the world.
That's definitely what you're doing on a daily basis. So Isaiah, we definitely want people to go to Oxygen to Fly, oxygentofly.org. You can watch a 6-minute documentary about Isaiah, the amazing care that he got at Phoenix Children's Hospital, the song that he did with Trap, and then I think he's mostly on Instagram, XVX_6. So if you go there, Isaiah posts he's very artistic as well. And you post some really cool photos. And I love you so much.
Thank you, CM, and for all you guys do, and Kelly's, thank you so much.
Thursday, July 25th is Miracle Treat Day at participating U.S. DQ locations. For every Blizzard treat purchased on Miracle Treat Day, your DQ will donate $1 or more to local Children's Miracle Network hospitals to bring healing and happiness to kids in your community. Together, you can help kids get back to being kids, one Blizzard treat at a time. So stop by DQ on Thursday, July 25th, because on Miracle Treat Day, treats don't just taste good, they do good.